I am in fabulous Avon, Indiana, and I am in a park, and this right here is a haunted bridge. Now, you may be wondering, how could a bridge be haunted? Well, there's a few stories behind this bridge. This was built as part of the interurban system. I believe this bridge is built in 1906. It's actually really cool. So when they were constructing this bridge, one of the workers, his name was Dad Jones. Just Dad. So he was working somewhere up there, and they just poured the concrete for one of the foundations, and whatever he was on collapsed, and he fell into the concrete in the foundations. And he probably died during the fall, but he was stuck in concrete that was drying up. So instead of, like, you know, taking the time to chisel him out or something, I guess they just left him in there. So here's an old book of mine. It's called Oddball Indiana. This is really the book that got me into roadside attractions in the first place, like 6 or 7 years ago. But here you can see a photo of the bridge, and the arrow is believed to be where Dad Jones is in. He is inside that bridge foundation. So Dad Jones is probably right in here, right behind this wall. So Dad Jones has been haunting this bridge. Again, this used to be a train, the interurban from Indianapolis. But there are reports that people could feel him and hear him pounding on the concrete as they passed over the bridge. There have also been some stories that blood has been dripping from the bridge, and people say they hear sounds at midnight or something like that. So yeah, Dad Jones has been haunting this bridge ever since he died here. I will just say he may not, in fact, be in here. That is a legend, but as sad as it is, I like that legend a lot. But there are other stories as well. One legend is that a mom and her little girl fell off the bridge and fell to their deaths, and that they've been haunting it. While I was doing some research, I also saw that there's one story that floor workers fell to their deaths here, and that they haunt it. But I'm gonna go with the Dad Jones one. Dad Jones's skeleton is in there, encased in concrete like Han Solo. By the way, I do advocate digging him out of there and finally setting him free. And that'd be real. He's like a real Han Solo. One thing I noticed, they talk about the mother and baby falling off, and that their screams can be heard, but they don't talk about Dad Jones. This is really a cool bridge. There's some graffiti up there. Yeah, look at the arch span on this. Those people just flip me off. Alright, I guess I'll see you around, Dad Jones. Anyways, I'm gonna head off a little farther down Old US Highway 36 to Danville, Indiana. Ooh, I hear a train. Alright, so part of the tradition here is to honk your horn when you go under the bridge, because it will drown out the screams of the ghosts. Didn't hear anything. Alright, I'm in Danville, Indiana now, and look at that! Look at the courthouse there! It's all decorated for Christmas! This is amazing! Seriously, look at this! This is like one of the best Christmas displays I've ever seen. Welcome to Mayberry. Right here on the courthouse square is the Mayberry Cafe. This is a Andy Griffith themed restaurant. Now I've never actually watched the Andy Griffith show. I know it's a very, very popular TV show. It's a classic. And I think it's pretty cool that they have a whole cafe dedicated to it here in Indiana. Right there is a replica of the Andy Griffith police car. Yeah, this is cool. It's a replica of the Ford police car that they used in the series. It looks like they have Rudolph on top of it. And they stuffed the inside with presents. The Andy Griffith Show ran from 1960 to 1968, and it's based on a fictional town in North Carolina named Mayberry, and this represents a cafe that might have been there. The show of course starred Andy Griffith, who played Sheriff Andy Taylor in the show, and his deputy Barney Fife, who was played by Don Knotts. Opie Taylor was Andy's son. The show was supposed to feel nostalgic even back when it was produced in the 1960s, and you certainly get a sense for that at the cafe. The food is really good, and you can actually watch the show while eating. I guess it was considered funny back in the 60s. They do have a collection of memorabilia lining some of the walls. That's a record of Andy Griffith's song, Make Yourself Comfortable. Andy did sadly pass away in 2012, having never visited the cafe. A signed check of Frances Bavier, who played Aunt Bee, who was also Andy's housekeeper. One thing I noticed about the show is that it's very clean and did not dare include any of the issues or controversies of the 1960s. It's really a great place for any fan of the show or anyone who appreciates TV history. Here on this side, they have nutcrackers and a snowman. This is Hendricks County's bison. Each county got a bison for the bicentennial. This is theirs. Probably the most plain of all of them. Still like it. There's, I guess, the old bell that used to be in the courthouse, or the old courthouse, made in 1880. So here in the center of Danville, we have the Hendricks County Courthouse, named for Governor William Hendricks, who was governor in 1824. Man, I wish the courthouse was open. This is one of the early ones. Probably turn of the century, a little older than that, but I'm pretty sure they have a stained glass rotunda in there, like some of the other courthouses like DeKalb County, Boone County. The old door handle, look at that. Wow. Well, here's their Veterans Memorial. Flags at half-staff for passing of President George H.W. Bush. Look at the Royal Theater. That's very interesting. I haven't seen a old style theater in the Tudor style. Got the old marquee, that's awesome. This is a window display. This is a law office. There's Santa there. Oh yes, the leg lamp. This is a cool mural on the side. It looks like they have the haunted bridge right there, the courthouse, and also the Van Buren elm in Plainfield. I've been to this. I think I have footage in one of my super old videos. That is where President Martin Van Buren fell in the mud. Welcome to Winterland. Oh my God, it's a Christmas display. Hey, it's snowing. Alright, so I never gave much of a thought to Danville until I heard about the Mayberry Cafe. But I gotta say, it's really cool, especially around Christmas time with the cafe, the Christmas lights at the courthouse, and the lights in the park. That was so cool. If you like this video, you like roadside attractions, then please go check out my other videos. And thanks for watching.